Welcome everyone, I'm Ray, and last time Jimmy was kidnapped. I really want to save him, and Dudu wants to as well, but Rita wasn't too happy about Durandal being so emotional with it, and yeah, I got her point, but also I really want to find Jimmy because he's just the purest and cutest out of everyone we've met so far. And yeah, today we will hopefully save him. So get comfy and let's get started. As he despaired, Jimmy Watt began to remember what happened moments before he lost consciousness. I was in the great library when I passed out. Next thing I knew, I was already inside this prison cell. The door is locked and no one is answering to my screams. Bianca, Captain Shakespeare, Director Thales. I can only fantasize about someone coming to my rescue. Are those footsteps? Not scary at all. I put my ear on the door. The footsteps stopped right in front of the door. Someone inserted a key. The door is opening. Will we finally see them? We won't. That's disappointing. Who are you? You're creepy. Can you step one step forward into the light? It's probably a woman, right? Skola-sama, I'm very sorry for the trouble I've caused you. Who are you? My apologies for the late introduction. My name is Alice. Right now, I'm in charge of this facility. Alice? Like in Wonderland? Come this way. We can talk as we walk. Can I see you first? Oh. Oh. Hi. Oh my god, she's so cute. That shouldn't be the reaction to the kidnappers, right? Just imagine Jimmy being kidnapped and then the kidnapper stepping into the light. Oh my god, you're cute. This facility belonged to a certain professor. The professor was a peculiar person. He not only was a recluse, his way of thinking was completely different from everyone else in the city. The people of the city not only were against his plans for social development, but they also thought his ideas were too dangerous and exiled him from the city. What were his ideas? But even so, the professor didn't give up. Using his vast knowledge, he began trading with people from outside the city, built this facility from nothing, and lived a self-sufficient life. All to make an existence like me. So she's not a human. To make you? Yes. This might be hard to believe, but I am not human. No, that's actually very reasonable, yeah. No big surprise here. We come from a universe where there are lots of clones and humanoid beings. Anyway, you still look so gorgeous. Gosh, I love her hair. Anyway, literally? Not in a metaphorical sense? Yes, please don't be startled. I'm not. It's not my intention to deceive you. I am Unit 4, a machine made by the professor. Wait, but didn't they need help? Something about Unit 4? The Alice in front of you is one of many interfaces of that machine. Oh! One resembling the human body. Oh! I understand you might not believe me right away, but this is just the beginning of my story. I'd like to answer all your questions right away, but before that, before you see a certain something, I want you to be mentally prepared. A certain something? Now I'm scared. Mentally prepared? I was fine until you said that. Where are you taking me? The place the professor is the most proud of. The place where my brain is. Yeah, but like, Why mentally prepared? Your brain? The professor's assistants brought 2 other scholars here beside you, but the moment they saw that, they refused to help them. But maybe for a good reason. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what the brain is or how the brain is made, but if it's an exiled professor, it's usually something that should normally not exist. Maybe I'm scared for nothing though. One didn't want to hear the rest and tried to escape. The other one shut down and began praying non-stop. Quick question. What happened to the one that ran away? Like, did you let him leave? Or did you kill him? Because that would also be a good information. And now they're all dead. Okay, miss. Listen. If this all should work, I need all the information and free will. You understand? Dad. Yes, you're Alice's last hope. Oh, thanks. No pressure. What do you all want from me? You're mistaken. There is no we anymore. Huh? Only you and me are left. Huh? What happened to the kidnappers? The professor, his assistants, and the scholars they kidnapped. They're all dead. Wait, why? Could you answer me a bit more, Alice? The first death happened approximately 50 hours ago. The professor worked for 20 hours straight and suddenly collapsed. His assistants tried to perform first aid on him, but alas, it was all for nothing. By the time I got to him, he had passed away. Having lost the professor, the assistants kidnapped you and 2 other scholars to keep working on me. Like I mentioned earlier, there was a disagreement between the scholars and the assistants. You mean the scholars that were kidnapped and the assistants who kidnapped them? There was a disagreement between them? Shocking. And now I'm the only one. What do you... Wait! You can't tell me that both the kidnappers and the kidnapped killed each other. That's not the whole story. I really like you, Alice, just because you look really cute and are really creepy. But that doesn't mean I can trust you because it's Jimmy. Fortunately for you, you were still sleeping in your cell when it happened. You can call me Jimmy. Why is he so adorable? Jimmy-sama, you're Alice's only hope for salvation. Am I in a cult or something? What do you want me to do? I mean, good thinking of him to not immediately say no, but like, take the stairs to the right. We'll be there shortly. You just said there is no we! Or did you mean Jimmy and you? Alright, but still. After I climbed the stairs, I saw a door with no special features. Alice put her hand on the door. It seemed to tremble a little. Don't you want to mentally prepare me for what's inside? Please? Once this door is open, I hope you can remain calm and collected. Sure. No matter how unethical this experiment was, oh no, oh god, no. The life that was born from it wants to live. I get that and I believe you. But that's... I will decide later. Oh, of course, right before we see something probably shocking, we see her looking really human and really cute. I want to live. She's really cute. This is... I mean, those are just computers. My central thinking processor. I lack the necessary permission to view... Oh, wait. I forgot what she was called, but in the AE visual novel, Tesla and Einstein also had an AI or something that had a human form, or could like at least look like a human. That's what reminded me of that right now, because they also had a room like this, right? Is it similar? Oh, completely different. I lacked the necessary permissions to view documents related to my own maintenance. Without the professor, I had no choice but to search for someone who can learn them, to have them teach them to me. To be precise, I don't need to know how, I just... Why did the others go crazy? What do you mean unethical? So far I only see computers. I just need to receive regular maintenance. Well, you're coming with us then. Because if I don't, I will stop functioning in 200 hours. Give me a moment to organize my thoughts. Basically, you're a machine capable of thought, and this is your brain. Yes, that would be the simpler version of it. And your brain needs maintenance at regular intervals, just like how the human brain needs rest. Yes, the professor who made you wanted full control of your actions, so he didn't give you the necessary permissions to view maintenance-related documents, which resulted in you not being able to perform maintenance on yourself. Yes, that's strange. Why would he do that? I don't know. I think that maybe the professor wanted the means to control me in case of emergency. Emergency? Why would there be one? Because I'm not a pure machine. Those cabinets near the wall. You're thinking there are complex electronic circuits inside them, don't you? Uh-oh, what is inside them? Real organs or something? You said you were a machine, so it would be natural to think that. I call myself a machine due to lack of a better word. What do you mean by that? Oh my god, and it's so perfect that he read a book. Can a machine think before that? Oh my god, the writing again. I'm blown away. If I were to make up a word that could properly convey what I am, that would be brain engine. Are there brains in there? I think it depends where you got those brains from. I'm Unit 4. Unit 1 was a simple computer. Unit 2 was given artificially made neurons. Unit 3 used the brain of an octopus, and I am a hybrid super biocomputer, and the reason he was exiled from the city. I mean, I like Alice, but I get why he was exiled. I believe that to get your help, I must confront this inescapable sin. Yeah, it's not her fault. It's her maker's fault. That's true. But then we come back to the question, can a machine think? But also she's not a machine, so oh my god. Yeah, but like she really hasn't done anything, so yeah, I'm on her side. The girl's slender finger pointed at a metal box. I can feel the tension in the air. If I open that box, I feel like something inside me will immediately shatter, as if it were a glass vase falling to the ground. Please open it, look away, but let me look. I'm too curious. In that moment, I realized I am nothing but a gel-like something that exists inside a container called skull. Ooh, I think, therefore I am. The true nature of an individual who possesses I lies in the psyche, and it fundamentally rejects any non-aesthetic impurities. Paradoxically, aesthetic is something that only exists thanks to the impurities of other individuals. It's impossible for humans to completely detach themselves from their own objectivity and subjectivity. For starters, our soul is the result of a neurotransmitter and feeble electric currents working as intended. Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. If there is a difference between Alice and me, it would be the source of that gel-like something. I love this. Oh my god, this is so interesting. Yeah. Like, yeah, no, I think I'm agreeing here. At the very least, I can say she has won the imitation game. I'm absolutely certain of that. And it's not her fault she exists. Which is actually kind of another thing that they have in common, we have in common. I mean, right? Of course other humans are responsible for you living, but like not yourself. I mean, living in the first place. Which is really interesting. I accidentally touched her cold fingertips. My fingers retracted quickly from the touch. In that moment, that fragile glass vase inside of me disappeared. Without hesitation, I turned the key and opened the box. Ooh! In the center of the culture tank, which was connected to various electronic devices, there was a gel-like something. I'm sure it used to be the body part of a living being. However, for someone like me who doesn't have the necessary biological knowledge, I can't even start guessing to which creature it belonged to. That's not very specific, but okay. The inside of the culture tank was dim, and an orange light was flashing from the vacuum tubes. I tried putting my palm on the surface of the culture tank. It felt warm, no different than how a normal person would feel, unlike her cold fingertips. I'll be honest with you. I thought I could force you to perform maintenance like the professor's assistants wanted. But that's not the right thing to do. I don't want to commit any more sins. That's it. Pack your bags, we gotta take you. Don't know about the maintenance here, but like, I want her to join us, she's so cute. Actually, I'm sorry. I got distracted by thinking about unimportant things. Does she like him? But how? But why? But what? But she's just so cute. I mean, yeah, though she really is. But the thing really is interesting. Because in this world it seems like there were so far only robots. Like machines that can be used for something. And nothing machine-human-like. So that's just cool. She took a bunch of keys from a pocket in her skirt and gave them to me. These keys will open all doors in the facility. How to proceed is up to you, Jimmy-sama. I'll make sure to return you to the surface, to the world where you belong. I promise you. Even if you think of my existence as heretic, as something that shouldn't exist, Don't say that. That's so cute! The professor and his assistants might have done bad things, but you haven't done anything wrong, Alice. Oh my god, I'm in his brain. But you don't know anything about me. This might sound dumb, but wanting to live is not wrong. You're not a normal person like me, which is why I can't forgive those who tried to use you and abandon you. Oh, he's so... I want to adopt him. I want to adopt both of them. Though I have a place to return, I was forced to come here. And I don't know anything about you. As an engineer, no, as a person, I can't let you die. My heart. Jimmy. Alice, your life won't end in 200 hours. I swear it. Oh. And at the same time, everyone is searching for him. Oh no. I hope they won't get there like in a critical moment. And he just lets something fall because he is shocked that they are there or something. But I love them already. I don't care if they become friends or more, but like, We need them to continue to be in the story. That I know. Right at the next intersection. Straight and then left. Run past the slums. We're not there yet. Keep going. This way. Forward. Keep going. Where the heck are we going? Aren't we in the outskirts of the city? You can trust Nate's nose. Nate's nose. Oh my god, that's hard to say. Also, this bit of sunken sand is characteristic of a three-wheeled robot. When their tires go over the sand, they leave marks like this one. I see. These traces tell us we're on the right track. Neith, I'm correct to think these tire tracks will guide us to where Jimmy was taken? Yeah, it's okay if you follow them. Great. Kidnappers, say your prayers. Please don't do something that will destroy what we already got down there. Because I need a happy end for them. Ah, this smell. What is this? It's a sulfur lake. They are made by volcanic activity. This is bad news. Are they under a volcano? No, right? Professor, the smell is too strong. I can't keep going. Yes, I know. The smell of rotten eggs. A large amount of hydrogen sulfide is coming out of the sulfur lake. Hydrogen sulfide is a toxic gas, and when the concentration is too high, you stop smelling it. We can't advance recklessly. Then, how did the kidnappers get in there? I suppose they used gas mask or something similar. Look at this point. This part has sunk deeper compared to the tire tracks behind it. It must mean a robot was parked here for a while. Which means they prepared their equipment in this spot. Oh my god, she's good! Neith, go see the curator and ask her for gas masks and oxygen tanks. Tell her to bring as many people as she can. We need to perform a thorough search. And this time... Got it! And this time? What should we do in the meantime? Wait here? We'll rest, not wait. Knowing when to rest and wait for the right time to act is one of the keys to victory. By the way, Valkyrie, have you ever taken part in a war? Probably, yeah. War? The kind... Oh, like that kind of war. I meant, like, Honkai war would also be war, right? The kind where people kill each other? Valkyries fight to protect humanity. They're not mercenaries who fight for someone's self-interest. Which is kind of a funny thing to say, because ultimately they are fighting for Otto. And Otto is operating out of self-interest. I know I'm thinking too much into it. Well said. I envy your era. Most people must know how foolish war is. I wish. I mean, actually, there is still, even with the Honkai, there's still war between humans, because AE versus Schicksal, we had that a bit, and just and the World Serpent, so like, I know they fight mostly with machines, but it's still kind of a human-fought war, right? War is glory to the uncivilized, and shame to the civilized. You can't understand its cruelty without experiencing it yourself. You can get angry, but in time you'll be happy again. You can get anxious, but in time you'll be calm again. But countries destroyed and people killed will not come back. Your ally today may be your enemy tomorrow. Your enemy today may be your ally tomorrow. Everyone fights for profit and nothing else. Then you're right in being envious, because as Valkyries don't fight for self-interest, unlike many military leaders in history. No, what you're saying is not possible. Yeah. What do you mean by that? Are you saying I'm wrong? No, actually, I'm saying even though you're amazing, you are still a child, and I don't think she sees the full picture, like, at that point in her life about Schicksal and Otto and all of that stuff. Not really, just in theory. The so-called battle is at its core the redistribution of profit through violent means. Even hunting, regardless of the reason behind it, has the act of peeling away a prey's fur or eating its meat. Something changes in the world when a battle occurs. It may be something someone wants, Or it may be something someone doesn't want. Which is why those who take part in a battle must take responsibility for the change they are causing. Only those who have that sense of responsibility can call themselves a soldier. Otherwise, they're just a machine following orders. Ooh! Are you really an archaeologist? What else could I be? The commander-in-chief of the Eastern Expedition Force, perhaps? If you say it like that. Then I have to do this? I get it now. Alice, we can start whenever you want. Really? It's amazing how you were able to understand it so quickly. The maintenance itself is not a difficult job. It's just a procedure that is slightly complicated. That said, I don't have the authority to change your reading rights. It's a bit roundabout, but I'll have to learn it well myself first to teach you later. Sorry. No, it's not a problem at all. I don't mind studying together with you. She's blushing again. How come she has already a crush? I mean, understandable, like if they're the same age. Actually, she might be even younger because she was created, so she is technically only alive for the amount of time that she is aware, right? Kind of? I don't know. Then let's start. Also blushing. Then let's start from box 1. And stop adding Sama to my name. It doesn't sound right. Yes. They are so cute, I can't. Pull out the culture tank and press the button according to the status shown. I see, simple enough. No wonder the professor never let me see him working. The professor. I wonder what you were to him. Yeah, same. That's something not even I know. He was the one who named me Alice. Maybe you'll be able to see the contradiction behind that. Did you know? Alice is the protagonist of a certain fairy tale. Yeah, no, that's I know. In the story, she met a rabbit and together they claimed the beanstalk. Wait, didn't the rabbit have, what's it called? A watch? I mean, obviously this here is not a watch, but like, I don't know, this just reminds me of that, of a pocket watch. Right? Am I seeing things? They made that intentional, right? Wait, and didn't the rabbit also wear something like that? Some kind of suit? Or is it just in some versions of the fairy tale? Huh. Well, anyway, it fits. Beanstalk? Sorry, never heard of it before. So she followed a rabbit, but wouldn't it be hard for her to fit in a rabbit hole? I guess she can because the rabbit was special. Anyway, the protagonist Alice followed the tuxedo-wearing rabbit until she arrived at the base of the beanstalk. There was a hole in the beanstalk. The rabbit jumped into it and disappeared. When Alice got close to it, she felt a strong wind current. What am I gonna do about my skirt if I end up flying like the rabbit? Alice pondered. That's when a single leaf fell off the beanstalk and landed next to her. It was carrying a bottle with a label that said, "Please drink it." Isn't that too suspicious? Box 5 is next. Want to press the buttons yourself? Yes, I think I can do it. Pull it out. The status display says 3, so I need to press the green button, right? Yes, well done. Onto box 6. So did the Alice from the story drink it? She did. Then her soul jumped out of her body. Her soul? Must be some kind of magic. Alice's soul made it to the top of the beanstalk. When she looked back, her own body was being carried by a pod. This turned into a scary story. A scary story? The professor once said humans are afraid of having their souls leave their bodies. I guess it was true. Rather than fearing that, what they fear is death. Nobody has ever experienced what it's like to have their soul leave their body, because when that happens, that person is dead. I understand, but the Alice in the story didn't die. Look at her! Why is she so adorable? I think even though the professor was weird, I think I have to thank him that he made her so cute and adorable. Alice reached out to her body, and when she touched it, her body and soul were once again. How far can this pod take me? She thought. As if understanding what she was thinking, the pod flew Alice over the clouds. The pod started growing and became as big as a ship. A door suddenly appeared on the deck of the pod. The words "to the world of miracles" were written on it. Alice went through the door and carefully went down the stairs. At the bottom she found another door. The following words were written in a corner. "Abandon all common sense, ye who enter here." Sounds like a reference to the Divine Comedy. Divine Comedy? Divine Comedy? It's similar to what's written in the Gate of Hell. "Abandon all hope, ye who enter here." Quite the ominous phrase. Well, it's the Gate of Hell after all. So, did Alice go through that abandon all common sense gate? Yes. Alice was a curious girl, so abandoning common sense was an easy task for her, or so the professor said. When Alice went through the second door, her field of vision expanded. She could see a huge, snowy mountain in the distance, and a large river near her. There was a small train station near the river, so Alice headed there and saw a boy chugging an apple inside an office. "When does the train arrive?" Alice asked. "It left 3 minutes ago," the boy answered. Alice was bewildered. "Thank you, I will wait for the next one. Can't ride on a train that had already left," she said. The boy shook his head and put away his half-eaten apple. "Throw away your common sense. In here, if you have a mirror, you can go back in time." Is that really how the story goes? Because I don't know that much about it. Saying that, the boy put a small mirror on top of his desk and widened it until it was as big as a door. "There you go. The station from 5 minutes ago is on the other side." Everything inside the mirror was upside down. When Alice poked the mirror, it caused ripples that spread like a spider's web. A girl dressed in boy's clothes appeared on the other side and waved at Alice as if telling her to cross over there. Fearfully, Alice lifted her feet, and when the tip of her shoe went through the mirror, both worlds switched place at once. In the end, Alice was able to go through the mirror without much difficulty. An upside-down mirror. Newton's reflector? I think it's magic. Newton's reflector? The first reflecting telescope? Yes, what you see is upside down because it uses the principle of reflection of a concave mirror. Also, a second reflector is needed to reflect the image at a certain angle, which creates a spiderweb-like pattern. Okay. Cool. Sounds similar to what the professor told me. It could be the boy that was eating an apple was actually Newton? Actually? I'm not sure about that. But it's a fairy tale, so anything goes, I guess. Oh, we're already at box 17. That was fast. You're getting better at this, Alice. It wasn't much. More importantly, Jimmy-sama. No, Jimmy. Aren't you pushing yourself too hard? I don't know what you're talking about. Every time we open a box, you take many deep breaths. Oh, because it's probably still hard to look at that stuff. That we will just call stuff for now. It's just a psychological reaction. Don't try to downplay it. She's pouting so much more now, she's so cute. Even psychological reactions can have a negative impact on the body. I know doing this would make any ordinary person feel uncomfortable. So please don't pretend everything is okay. Sorry. No, it's me. It's me who should apologize. You're doing your best for me. Don't worry. Now I know how to perform maintenance myself. But that really means she has to stay here, right? I don't want that. So it would make me very happy if you could be my conversation partner instead. Aww. Where did we left off again? Alice went through the mirror. Right. After Alice went through the mirror, A train made out of chocolate that exhaled creamy white clouds arrived at the station. A squirrel wearing a work uniform left the driver's seat to yell, "Train to Cheese Archipelago! Train to Cheese Archipelago!" Alice didn't know what kind of place Cheese Archipelago was, and asked the girl at the station, "What's Cheese Archipelago like? Tons of islands made of cheese?" The girl answered, smiling, "That's right. The Cheese Archipelago is the most beautiful place in the entire Milky Way. This is definitely not how the real story went, right? I mean, I'm not so good at remembering fairy tales and stuff, but like... It sounds even more like a fever dream. I know Alice in Wonderland is a fever dream, but is it like this? The golden sandy beach is made out of Gouda cheese, and there is a castle made of blue cheese. There are cake trees, candy flowers, and much more. It's an all-you-can-eat buffet. Doesn't that kind of sound like the one city in the Grisio event? Alice was a curious person, but she had a realist side to her. Thus she asked, "Wouldn't all that cheese, cake, and candy be gone if everyone keeps eating them?" The girl at the station laughed. "Haven't you heard this before? Midnight is when miracles occur. Come on, the train is leaving soon. Get on." The story became quite girlish all of a sudden. Really? I wouldn't know myself. I can't eat chocolate, cheese, or cake. Do humans consider high-calorie foods girlish? No. No, they don't. No, I don't mean it like that. Is that so? Humans are complicated. Yes, you're very right. Well, don't let it get to you. Mankind is known for its contradictions. True. The professor said the same thing once. Humans want to profit above all, but they aren't willing to take risks. If they can't do that, they maintain an image that they do. Humans are good at deceiving themselves. Deceiving themselves, you say? For example, just as an example, Alice claiming to be a girl because of this interface. Something like that? Oh, I mean... But... Actually, if that would be the case, wouldn't that make her more human because that's what a human would do? See? A lot of contradictions, so that would actually kind of make her human-like? I really don't know. I really don't know. I wouldn't call that self-deception. Even if you are truly this many thinking processors. If you think of yourself as a girl, then you're a girl. Moreover, if you don't consider yourself as part of mankind, then human concepts don't exactly apply to you. So it's more like a mental thing, I guess? I see. It never occurred to me to think about it that way. It's settled. I will keep referring to myself as a girl. Cute! Okay, I love them. I want to protect them. And I hope Hoyoverse doesn't destroy this illusion. I mean, it's a different world, so they can still always live happily ever after, right? Right? Yeah? Good. Status 4. Press the yellow button. Box 32 done. We have 26 left. Why are there so many? Seems maintenance will end before the story. Will you leave once the maintenance is done? Right, I should get going. But? This time, I'll stay. I want to hear Alice's story to the very end. Oh, this is so adorable, so adorable. President, I'm coming in. And you were... Oh my god. I remember you. You are also a stigmata. Holy... Oh shit, we're already simping again. And you were... Neith? Did something happen to Napoleon? Please listen. We chased the kidnappers to the west and found out their hideout is in a sulfur lake. Sulfur lake! Poison gas, hydrogen sulfide. Must be the volcanic area near El Alayman. It sounds like something that person who had his records erased would do. Kid Neith, was it? Yep. Take this document and give it to the Commander Hussein of the Reserve Command. And give this other one to Director Ptolemy no, of the Municipal Equipment Department. They'll give you the personal and equipment you need. Oh, nice. You understood quickly. Thanks. See you later. Can we stay with her? What a lively kid. Oh, you're here too. But shouldn't the leader of the scientific city be using her trustworthy robot units instead? Care to comment, President Shelley? You're here, Shakespeare. Do you really have time for this? I heard one of your crew members was kidnapped. If the security system of the city is to be trusted, there's nothing to be worried about. What are you getting at? Are you really going to make me say it? If you insist, I suppose I should. You and Curator over there, too, predicted something like this was going to happen. Otherwise you wouldn't have real people ready on standby to catch the kidnappers. When you won the election 20 years ago, how old is she? Excuse me, that's not something you ask. You told the public you would make advances in artificial intelligence and pass laws that will keep citizens away from dangerous work. That is interesting. But it can't be this person who made Alice, right? Because that person is already dead. But like, sus? All the sus people are hot, okay? Leaving aside that those real people are in danger now, they haven't seen any actual combat in a long time. And despite knowing that, you decided they were fit to handle this case. Hmm? Will you get over it and tell us why you came here instead of meeting up with Champollion and the rest? This is not a theater. I'd like for you to stop talking in such a roundabout way. Fine, fine. In that case, I'll let the expert handle this. Expert? Huh. Okay, this is the first time that I see more of the lower half. So it looks kind of like a robot android, something like that. Why does not Iron Mask? There's question marks. Why do they carry the sword right now? The task is not so much to see what no one has yet seen, but to think what nobody has yet thought. About that which everybody sees. This is our Schrödinger, isn't she? Oh my god! What? I'm tearing up. Hello! Yeah, I was kind of wondering when we'll see you again. We only saw you. It was a while ago that we saw you. Oh my god. So she was just in the Sea of Quanta visiting different worlds? But for what reason? And why this right now? And when to be fine? I am Irvin Rihanna Schrödinger? Rihanna? Really? Huh. A dimensional traveler from beyond the abyss. Wasn't Rihanna the name of Rihanna Brigantia or something? The other one? Or is that just coincidence? Dimensional traveler from beyond the abyss. Oh my god. Hello, I love you. Wait, do I have to give her a high-pitched voice because that's her original voice? Because I don't want to. I never voiced her high-pitched. Dimensional traveler? Who are you? No, what are you? Human. To be specific, a being that had the unitarity of its quantum distribution altered. Well, it's fine if you think of me as a ghost who leapt here from another world. But is she really a... Can she still come to our world? Have you heard about this sword before? It's called Durandal. It's no surprise. The sword itself means nothing to you. But the following story may change your reaction. An urban legend says that somewhere in this city, there's a philosopher's stone, a tesseract that gives all your robots the ability to think. What? And here I thought you were going to say something interesting, but it's just the philosopher's stone. Do you really believe in that nonsense? Did you know, according to some urban legends, I'm actually dead and I was replaced by a robot replica? Why do I believe that all of a sudden? Why would you just suddenly say that? Indeed, urban legends are often nonsense, far from the truth. Even the philosopher's stone, it's just an old, universal legend. But I also believe any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. It wouldn't be strange if a chemist who traveled back in time to the Stone Age were revered as a godly shaman after performing a couple of experiments. Are you just throwing ideas around, fishing for information? No, that's not my intention. To get my point across, I need to build a foundation first. Let me tell you a story about a certain magic sword. Yes! Oh my god, I love this! This story just got infinitely better. The name of that sword is Durandal. This sword, capable of creating the heavens and earth, was made by a certain god to be used by one of its apostles. The 7 rainbow-colored gems on its hilt are proof of its power. Made by a certain god. But doesn't she probably mean what she said before? Wait, can I take a look at it? I can't. About that someone who would travel in time or would be from a different time in another time could be revered maybe as a god or something? So that's maybe what she means? For instance, the red gem of courage is able to track a specific kind of wavelength, which can serve as a guide during a search. The blue gem of reason has powerful information processing capabilities, which allows for instant data analysis of any kind. I'm still thinking about how exactly they are connected with our gems, because it's obviously the same kind of power stuff thingies, but that's weird. Or similar. Even separated, each one of them has an immeasurable value. Among them, the most useful one is the gem of reason, due to its ability to imitate human cognition. Ooh, I realized this after carefully observing your city. There is nothing special about its combustion engines and vacuum tubes. And yet the robots can perform police, guide, and household work. Even their artificial intelligence is good enough to simplify the process of legislation and law enforcement. These machines aren't simple automatons. They think like people do and solve problems like people do. They possess a genuine artificial intelligence of a level that can pass the Turing test. This is, without doubt, a remarkable accomplishment, but at the same time a suspicious one. As you should know already, brain cells are a complex and delicate structure. Trying to imitate them using common electronic devices would consume a huge amount of power. The reason why humans can function with only 3 meals a day is because the human body is well optimized. Each cell is similar to a nanorobot. They record information on their own chemical structure, rather than relying on electromagnetic fields that consume vast amounts of energy. I'm sorry, but I really don't want to interrupt her. I just want to let her talk, because oh my god. So that's why every robot is kind of weird, and she uses probably this kind of gem. I'm just thinking, does it have something to do with Alice or not? Like, did it also play a role for Alice, or is Alice the real first AI created by humans and not by or with this gem? I don't know. And I'm also questioning why she's here. What does it mean? is she collecting the gems? Like, does she need the gems with the sword? Does she want to bring the sword with the gems back? But it's still probably the land, so what do the gems have to do with it? There are so many questions here. And these cells possess blueprints called DNA and can replicate themselves by performing a 3D printing process called cell division. My point is, replicating the most complex and esoteric system in the world, the human brain, is theoretically impossible using common hardware, such as vacuum tubes and combustion engines. There are trillions of neuronal connections in a single human brain. If one were to use vacuum tubes, it would be like lighting up a trillion light bulbs. Even if we ignore the physical space needed and excess heat from them, you would need hundreds, if not thousands, of fully operational Hoover dams to supply enough power to light up a trillion light bulbs. Only then, someone would be able to recreate a single human brain. When you see it like this, the fact that the city has a genuine artificial intelligence sounds like a scenario taken from a fantasy novel. And yet it exists. Everywhere in the city, there are machines performing difficult tasks only a human should be able to do. After I inspected discarded robots, I noticed they are nothing but terminals following orders, which made this strange situation even more suspicious. Yeah. Who is the main brain behind them that imitates tens of thousands of humans' brains every day? Is it really this woman? Or could it even be Alice? But Alice is young, right? And what kind of cheat did you use to pull it off? If such technological leap were possible, thanks to a mere invention, any shaman from the past would have been able to build a spaceship using a revelation from God. You are free to mock us. Let me tell you, I don't believe the development of my city has been unethical or immoral. Yes, I understand how you feel. I used to feel the same way when I worked at a certain institution. Oh, I don't want to think about the past. That's why I have to tell you clearly what vulnerabilities the technology you borrowed has. For instance, the most relevant to you right now, the safety of the communication equipment. Wait, are you just blacking away? No! Why would she do that? Why would she do that? Bishop to d6. Queen to a1. Check. If you want to take back now, this is the time, or else say goodbye to your rooks. Like I told you before, talking during chess will only distract yourself. Besides, I never take back my moves. King to e2. So stubborn. She's winning, isn't she? Bishop to g1. Pawn to e5. Knight to a6. Knight to g7. Check. King to d8. You should just admit defeat already. Queen to f6. Check. Oh my, making a break for it? Stop talking and make your next move. This match is over. What did she mean by that? Was it a trap? Knight to f6. Bishop to e7. Checkmate. Huh? Wait, checkmate already? I can't... Well, don't let it get to you. I think you did better compared to our first match. Taking two rook at once turned out to be a trap all along. That's the kind of game chess is, Bianca-sama. When did you come along? Wait, was she with us all the time? Rita? How long have you been there? Since you asked the detective son if she wanted to take back her move, I think. Wait, you were behind me all this time, and me, a great Valkyrie, didn't notice you? You can't use your abilities to peek at a chess match? What were you thinking? Her abilities? Wait, how did she use her abilities to sneak up on her? Unbelievable! The saying, you must not use a steam hammer to crack a nut if a nutcracker would do, exists for a reason. What? It was a trap, but if that hadn't been the case, this game wouldn't have ended that way, and you wouldn't have known such an ending was possible. She's right. Whatever. This was a lesson worth learning. Professor, I brought the gas masks, oxygen cylinders, and 50 men. And somehow I got roped into this as well. For crying out loud. This kind of physical labor isn't for me. You're an important person, you need to be here. Hi! I heard it's partly your fault. Our engineer Watt was kidnapped. How dare you blame me, you simpleton? Think about it like this, Director. That brain of yours may come in handy in this operation. But first, well done, Neith. Oh, well done, Neith. Tomorrow I'm buying you a meal I'm buying you this from Golden House. I'm sorry. Yay, cake! Thanks, bro. There's a burning smell coming from the city. I think something exploded? Look, over there. There's smoke. Smoke! What? How come you're jumping this? Don't jump so much! Oh my god! No! Wait! But was it Schrödinger or was she attacked? Okay, let's focus on Alice again. I love Alice and Jamie, but it really got spicy up there. Alice got on the train, and guess what? All passengers and crew members suddenly disappeared. Alice was very worried. Who was going to drive this high-speed train if the conductor was gone? When Alice was starting to panic, she heard a voice coming from the speaker. Dear Alice, do not worry. I am Neutra Elmont, the conductor of this train. Let us have a wonderful trip together. Alice was very surprised. She got closer to the speaker and asked, Where are you, conductor? I searched every corner of the train, but I couldn't find you. Nigel laughed and replied, Of course, you are inside me, Alice. Alice was even more surprised. Are you the train itself? The voice from the speaker told her, Yes, as you know, this world is in a constant state of change. When two mirror images converge, every aspect of the world changes. There used to be 4 staff members on this train. When the mirror images converged, a fully automated train was born. Alice wondered why 4 people. 5 would not work? She asked. Naita said with a disappointed voice, Yes, if there ever were 5 people, they would forever... Warning, the system's power has reached a critical low level. Please perform Plan 5 of the Emergency's Power Supply Manual. Did Schrödinger get the gem? So was Alice probably somehow powered by that? Is Alice the brain? Starting the 5-minute countdown. Oh no, now we gotta save Alice, but I'm also completely on Schrödinger's side, so I don't know what to do. Oh no. What's happening? There's a problem with the power supply. If Plan 5 is implemented, not only the base, but also this interface, my body will shut down. Did something happen at the power plant? Give me a moment. I'm running a diagnostic. Oh my god, that looks so scary. Please don't ever look like that again, because it feels scary. No, there are no issues with the power supply, but the energy consumption is increasing exponentially. The cause is the communication station? What do I do? What do I do? Calm down and tell me what happened. I can't remain calm. I'm in big trouble. It's my fault. It's all my fault. I forgot all about that plan. What plan? At the same time, under the server room, under Alexandria City Hall. Oh! I wish you had admitted you were using the Gem of Reason from the beginning. Aren't we this late because you spent too much time telling your little story? No, it's all on you. Schrödinger is not at fault. Schrödinger will never be at fault. Protect her at all costs. I wish you would have pointed out the vulnerabilities in our robot system in a less roundabout way. But President, had I done that, you would have called me a hacker and apprehended me. Did she hack the system? Because I know too much, even though I came from beyond the abyss. Why does she always say beyond the abyss? Maybe it's just another word for it, Sea of Quanta? I don't know. Anyway, I'm starting. So, Schrödinger is trying to save everything. Your security system is too bare bones. This might sound wrong, but it's like it's naked. Oh, okay. It's me. Yes, I'm in the server room. Calm down. What happened? What? The robots are out of control? Idiot! Calm down and explain it clearly. But, so like, was it really Schrödinger? Oh. Oh no. We need to get her back. Jimmy, I am so sorry. I can only talk to you through this screen now. The location of the connector is unknown, so there is no way to destroy the communication station from the outside. But thank you very much for returning my unresponsive body to its sleeping pod. The situation in the outside world might be chaotic right now, but that's precisely why I must thank you now for taking care of me. Aww. As I've told you, I was created by the professor. I lacked the authority to manage my own functions. I wanted to be greedy, just once. Like Scheherazade from the 1001 Nights. After telling you the stories I knew, I wanted to tell you my own story, my truth. But who could have guessed that program was running in the background all this time? What program? I'm sorry, am I stupid? It now started to consume more power, and it's trying to take away my privilege. I suspect it finished analyzing its target and is ready to strike. Of course, this is merely my guess. I don't have the authority to view that program after all. In light of our current situation, I can only think of that plan to be responsible for the sudden increase in power consumption by the communication station. I'm sorry. It took me too long to tell you the truth, and now the situation has gotten out of hand. Given my lack of authority, I can't know the execution phase of that plan either. I'm so dumb. Like a small child who thought her parents would never harm her. I believed in something that wasn't real. The truth is, everything is going as planned. Even if I'm abandoned, the plan would proceed smoothly. So the professor was the bad guy, right? And we can't beat him up because he's already dead, right? I'm hoping there's some twist here. Without my knowledge, the communication station was strengthened so that it couldn't be harmed by ordinary people. Don't try to comfort me. It's all my fault. I wanted to let myself get lost in that wonderful moment, to forget the most important and terrifying truth about me. My original purpose is to become a weapon in information warfare. That is somehow not even a real big surprise. It doesn't shock me because that's usually why things like this are made, right? Either for pure love for their creation or for another use. Yeah. The professor and his assistants wanted to use me to destroy the city that expelled them. Oh, of course. Revenge. Original. I'm making fun of the professor, by the way, not her or not the story. They wanted to decode and hijack the city's communication system wirelessly to destroy them with the robots they are so proud of. Now that I think about it, maybe my current consciousness as Alice is a byproduct of the professor's boredom. Wait, but could that mean that if we take the gem with us, Alice could be the brain of the robots and still be going on and on, like around and doing stuff, and maybe even come with us because the city's people would then take care of her maintenance because that is stationary and she could just come with us? Because this is very similar, right? Like, just one is powered by the gem, or I think by the gem, and this here is powered by organic matter. Let's just call it that. So wouldn't that make sense then? Wouldn't that be a good option? I don't know, maybe, we'll see. To them, this Alice personality must have been nothing but a decoration to the Alice interface, as if they were playing with a doll. It is so mean! Because I am completely unnecessary for what I was truly made for. I wonder if all humans use their own children this way, Jimmy. Oh. Ah, no, this is the end of the chapter. How dare they always end like this? But actually, how dare I end it like this too, right? Guys, let me know all of your thoughts, and also Schrödinger is back. I'm so happy. I can't wait to see more of her, because wait, will Schrödinger eventually show Rita and Bianca what or who she is? I mean, they don't know her yet, but maybe they will in the future. That would be so interesting. Oh my god. Okay. 1,000 thoughts in my head, but right now, I hope I see you all next time. Bye!